Let's talk about the pros and cons of starting your content creation journey on Fiverr.com. For the past year, I've made a full-time living creating content part-time. And when I first got started, I launched my journey on a freelance platform called Fiverr, which is a platform where brands consistently, and I'm talking week after week, hire me to create content for their brand, product, or service. In fact, I just got hired for a 4-video bundle package for $1,145. And literally while I was working on that order, I just got a notification that I received another order for $175 for a 30-second video where I just provide raw footage and their team will do all the editing. So that is $1,320 worth of content that I will be submitting over the next 7 days from just 2 Fiverr clients alone. And before we dive in, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and leave a comment below if you find this information that I'm about to share with you valuable. Now let's talk about the pros and cons of the platform. Let's start with the pros. Pro number one, there's no pitching. Fiverr is a global platform where freelancers like me can sign up and offer our services like web design, graphic design, or user-generated content. And potential buyers from all over the world can literally come to the platform and search. They can type in the type of service that they are looking for. And then they are able to navigate through all of the listings to see which freelancer they want to hire. And according to a recent report that just came out in February of 2024, there are approximately 4.2 active buyers on the Fiverr platform, while at the same time, there's only 380,000 freelancers, meaning there's an average of 11 buyers for every one freelancer on the platform. So this whole narrative that's out there about Fiverr being oversaturated, that's simply not true. Because Fiverr.com brings millions of people to their platform every single day, there are potential buyers looking for your services all the time. And because of this, you don't have to blindly pitch to brands in Instagram DMs like you hear all across TikTok. You don't have to reach out to them on Twitter. You don't have to send random emails hoping that you're reaching the right person. On Fiverr, they literally come to you without you having to pitch. And I know there are content creators who despise Fiverr, but as a business owner, we want leads and we're not prejudiced how they come. And Fiverr's algorithms do just that. They bring consistent, warm leads, people who are interested in your services already, to your inbox asking you about what you have to offer. The second pro is there are no contracts. Now, if you've ever had a brand deal outside of any type of platform and you're just working with them directly via email, you know that there is a consistent back and forth nonstop when it comes to contract negotiations. And to be honest, as a new content creator, the contracts for the most part can be intimidating. But with Fiverr, you don't have to have a contract. Everything is set up through their offers. When you send a client an offer, you put in that description what's offered, and that acts in a sense as a contract. But if you were booking with the brand direct, they would send you their contract that you would have to review before signing, or you would have your own contract that you would send their way and you would hope that they would sign. But for the most part, it's never that smooth. It's always a lot of back and forth, which wastes so much time. But with Fiverr, it's built into the platform, so that's one thing you just don't have to worry about. And so instead of wasting hours of your time in contract negotiations, that is now time that is freed up for you to invest into your business to make more money in other ways, whether that's creating more, spending more time on editing, you name it. That's time you get back. And the third pro, and this may be most important, you don't have to chase payments. When the buyer purchases your gig, the money is placed in escrow and it is held there until the completion of the order. Once the order is complete, they release the funds to you. It takes 2 weeks to clear. Then you can transfer it to your bank account or PayPal. Again, if you've had to work with brands or agencies direct, you know that they sometimes put a lot of pressure on you to submit content quick, but then when it comes time for payment, it can be delayed. I'm talking about net 30 payment terms, net 60 payment terms, and sometimes just ghost you altogether. You just never know. But with the Fiverr platform, that's just an element you don't have to worry about. And again, more time you can just spend on creating more content. Now let's talk about the cons. The first con is Fiverr's fees. Fiverr takes 20% of your payments. So for example, the income I talked about at the beginning of this video for $1,320, by the time they take their fee out of that, it really just comes out to be just a little bit over $1,000. Now, don't get me wrong, $1,000 for 5 videos isn't bad. In fact, I believe that average comes out to be about $211 per video. But you just can't help but notice the hefty fee that is taken out. Now, of course, Fiverr could argue, but we're saving you time with the fact that you don't have to pitch. We're saving you time with the fact that you don't have to do any contracts and stuff like that. They could argue that, but still, you notice that 20% and you definitely feel it. The second con is typically that buyers have lower budgets on Fiverr.com. Most of them come to the platform with this understanding that they're gonna be able to pay low rates to get the services that you offer. That's why when I first started, I started my rates at super low at $25 because I had no reviews At that time, I had no experience. And so the quickest way for me to get reviews on the platform so that I could increase my rates is by offering my services at a lower cost. And so that's what I did. And even now, after being on the platform for a year and having almost 200 reviews and things of that nature, I just recently boosted my 60-second video up to $200 on that platform when I've been booking with brands direct for $500 videos, $700 videos, $1,200 videos outside of the platform. So that's just something to keep in mind. Some creators say, well, if I'm already making $500 per video working with brands direct, why would I want to create the same type of videos on Fiverr's platform for $200? And I get that. But again, you should view Fiverr as leads. Doesn't mean because they reach out to you that you have to work with them. And these days, I'm actually working with more brands and agencies direct than Fiverr anyways. But I'm personally just not at a place in my content creation journey where I'm just going to turn away all of these leads, because I do have clients who pay well over $200 per video on Fiverr as well. It did take some time to get here. Some experienced creators I'm finding, they're not willing to lower their rates in such a way to grow on that platform, and I totally get it. So this is just one of those things. As a business, as a content creator, you'll just have to decide what's best for you. I'm personally going to do both right now, as both are helping me reach some financial goals that I personally have. And the third con I want to talk about is unsatisfied customers. Of course, you're going to have that in every business, but on Fiverr, because reviews weigh so heavily on your overall success score, sometimes you'll have clients where you have done everything they requested and they'll still give you a score of a 2 or 3 out of 5 with no explanation, no reason. They'll tell you personally that they love the video, they'll accept the order, but for some reason, some clients will still give you a low score. And for the most part, there's not really a way that you can avoid this. Recently, I made a purchase on Fiverr as a buyer, and after the completion of that order, not only was I given an opportunity to provide a review that the freelancer would see, I was also given a secret survey from Fiverr where they say they won't share my answers with the freelancer. And from what I'm hearing, how buyers respond to those private surveys about their service will also impact the freelancer's success score. And as you can imagine, that can be very frustrating as a freelancer on the platform, because then you're getting dinged for stuff that you actually don't even know about. All right, that's all I've got for you today. If you found any value in this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, drop a comment below, and subscribe to my channel for more tips on how you can earn money creating content. And if you are looking to get started creating UGC on Fiverr, I've created a whole guide walking you step by step through the process on how you can set up your first successful gig. That's linked below in the description. I'll see you next time. Peace.